I built 2 apps that are making over $50,000 per month in the last 2 years. But before that, I failed with 5 SaaS businesses, and between the first 5 apps that I built and the 2 new ones, I discovered many things that top entrepreneurs are using in order to make money with SaaS. And so in this video, I will show you exactly how to find $1 million SaaS ideas so that you can build your own business and you can make a lot of money. Basically, I discovered 2 secrets that are used by top SaaS entrepreneurs, and if you think about a SaaS entrepreneur that you know, they are probably using these secrets. And so I will share the 2 secrets and then I will show you exactly how you can implement them. The thing is, 99% of the people are wrong about finding ideas. And that explains why most people will fail with SaaS businesses and why usually they will have to build many apps, many SaaS businesses before having one business that works. You know, I built 5 SaaS businesses, they all failed, and then I built 2 apps that worked. And so between these 5 apps, I had the opportunity to understand what was wrong. And so I will go right now with the 2 secrets and with the first one, which is go with $10K SaaS ideas. So, you know, usually people want to go with $1 million SaaS ideas because they think that an idea, a SaaS idea, needs to be able to generate $1 million immediately, which is wrong. Usually, when you go with $1 million SaaS ideas, you are just starting with a 10K SaaS ideas that has the potential to grow to a $1 million SaaS ideas. And this is usually something that people don't understand about building SaaS. It means that you need to build a SaaS business that is really simple and that can generate $10K per month. And the thing is, in order to grow to $1 million, you have to be good at execution. It means that you need to do all the things to grow, and obviously you should improve this business. It means that you will improve the app to a point where it will be able to generate a lot of money. But in the beginning, this wasn't a $1 million SaaS idea, but it became one as soon as you started to work on it. And that's the difference. The secret number 2 is to find problems instead of ideas. Usually people say, I have to find an idea, and because they are thinking that, they are actually not finding ones. Or they are finding ideas that nobody will use, and so that explains why they are not finding users after that. So let's jump into this secret 2 a bit more deeper. So basically, top entrepreneurs found problems, either their own problems or problems from other people. And usually it's easier to start with your own problems because you understand them, you know they exist since you have them, but you can also start with problems from other people. For example, if we look at the business Lemlist, you probably already know that. My friend Guillaume Moubeche built this business. And Lemlist, which is a cold outreach tool, was basically started because Guillaume Moubeche, when he was doing cold email, had problems. He tested many tools and he didn't find a way to fix the problems he had with cold outreach. And so he decided to build this business because he had the problem himself. And it's actually the best way to find SaaS ideas if you start with your own problems because you can understand them and it will allow you to build better businesses. But you can also go with other people, you check what problems they have, and so you can build a solution for them. So how to find problems? You need to start with a niche. It means that if you go, for example, with e-commerce merchants, which is what I use and the niche I decided to use for my apps, you then need to narrow this niche so that you can have something smaller. So you can go, for example, after e-commerce merchants, you can start with Shopify merchants, and then you can narrow even more, and you can go with small Shopify merchants. This is something that I did, and it worked well. So if you don't have problems, or you don't know what problems you can solve, look at what people you have around you. For example, you can look at social medias, you can look at family, friends, colleagues, and you can actually start with a niche that you have around you. So for example, if you have many people that are developers, it could be a good niche. And if they are developers, for example, developing JavaScript, then you can go with these people. It will be a niche. And why do I tell you to start with a niche? It's because it's usually easier to find those people. You don't need 10,000 people in a specific niche to make a lot of money. You can start with 1,000 people, and with 1,000 people, you can already make a lot of money. And then you can even improve the idea, change it, pivot, so that you can go after a bigger audience. But remember, you have to start with a business that can make $10,000 per month before going after a business that can make $1 million. So the goal is, who can you help? Go on social medias, look at your family, friends, colleagues, and find the niche that you want in order for you to find problems that they have. Let's take an example. I'm launching a new SaaS business, and this is the process that I followed. I went with SaaS owners, so all the people building software, and then I narrow it and I will go for Shopify app owners. I am a Shopify owner and I know some people around me that are Shopify app owners as well. And so I know where to find them. Usually when you go in a niche, people will aggregate together. It means that they will go to the same forums, they will follow the same influencers, they will go to the same communities, they will be on the same social medias, again following the same people, and they will attend the same events. And so for my niche that I decided to use, it's the exact same thing. They will follow the same people online, on Twitter. They will usually go on Twitter. They will follow the same influencers. They will go to the same communities, like groups, Facebook groups, for example. They will go to the same events. And so it's easier to find customers when you know exactly what they are. The problem is usually you will think that the bigger your audience, the easier it will be to find customers, but it's actually contrary. It means that if you go after a niche like that is not even a niche, that has too many people, you don't even know where to go. You don't know where to find them, and usually they will be pretty much everywhere because you didn't focus on a specific niche. But when you start in a niche, again, the people will aggregate together. They will go to the same places in order to find people like them. And so it will be easier for you to build something very specific to them. And also, when you go with a niche, it's easier for them to spread the word about your business. And so usually if you build a good solution for these people, they will talk about it with each other and it will create a community effect and you will be able to grow your business with word of mouth. So for example, let's take my own social medias. I am basically what we can call an influencer in the Shopify app owners ecosystem. It means that, for example, I have my LinkedIn account. I have a bit more than 4,000 people following me. So if you were to build something for Shopify owners, you could go to my LinkedIn profile and you could check all the people commenting and liking my posts. So that's a way to find them. Or you could go to the Shopify group, to the Facebook group Shopify App Founders that has more than 3,000 members. And this is a place where you will see many Shopify App Founders because they aggregate again at the same place. And finally, for example, you have Twitter. I mention it because many Shopify App Founders are on this platform. And so you can see that I have 25,000 followers on this platform. And so if you were to build something again for Shopify App owners, you could just go following me, contacting all the people from my followers, reading my posts, contacting the people who comments, who likes, and stuff like that. And so this is something that you can do in every niche. It's not just for Shopify app owners. You have this for every niche, right? So the goal is read all the posts, whether it's on the forums, communities, and stuff like that. Follow all these people, follow all the people all the influencers, all the people you see commenting. And the goal is to spend time with them. And when I mean time, I mean month or even years. The problem is that if you want to understand the problems they have, in order to find ideas and stuff like that, you have to spend time with them. You have to understand them. And so the only way is to have conversations with them, to read the post, to see what they follow, to see the trends and stuff like that. So this is something that you have to do, and usually people don't want to do that. And so that's why they can't find businesses that work, just because they don't want to put in the work that is, we'll tell it, like it's not really great, it's not something that is funny, but it's necessary. And so if you start with a problem that you have, it's also easier because you already spend time with these people, because you spend time with yourself, you spend time with other people, and so it's usually easier to know about the trends and stuff like that in this ecosystem. So for each post that you will see, every person, like every comment and stuff like that, just ask you one question. What is the problem here? This is really a question really important, because when you read a post, usually it's hard to understand that there is a need and that there is a tool or something that you can build for them. So if you ask yourself, what is the problem here? You will usually find ideas and stuff that you can build. For example, the last time I found a post of someone saying, hey, I'm looking for partners to do co-marketing with my Shopify app. And so you read that post, you don't see any specific thing, right? It's just someone going after partners. But if you ask yourself, what is the problem here? The problem actually, if you go deeper, it's like they added this post and they posted this in a group because they can't find partnerships. All right, so the problem here is that they can't find partnerships. And so you have the problem. And once you have the problem, you can actually find ideas that could fix that problem. Because if they are doing it, it means that they didn't find a solution, right? And the goal is find multiple people with the exact same problem. Because the more people with that problem, the better your SaaS idea will be. Because you will actually build something for many people, for people who actually need it. So once you have the problem, you don't have to build it right away. You have to validate that problem, because sometimes you will think about the problem and you will say, all right, these people have this problem, but you don't know about it. You don't know if they actually have it. You think they have it based on the post that you saw, but you don't know if they actually have it. So to validate the problem, you can write posts on the different communities. You can contact the different people online. For example, my followers, people who commented, the people who posted in the different communities, and have as many conversations as possible. Try to understand if people actually have that problem. Let's take an example. When I found about this problem that some people had, I immediately wanted to validate it. So I posted on LinkedIn about the problem. We can see that many people liked and commented, and in the comments, many people said that they were interested in that. On the right, completely right, I did the same thing in the Facebook communities, right? It's my Facebook community, but it works even if it's not yours, just because you're not selling anything. I just said, I see many people in this group seeking partners to do co-marketing activities and grow the Shopify app. And I just asked them, would you like a directory? I'm not doing any promotion or something. I'm just asking, do you have this problem as well? And same thing, many comments, many likes. And so I know that some people have that problem. They said it, right? And in the middle, what we can see is that I started to contact all the people who commented or liked, and I just wanted to have conversations, because again, the goal is to understand everything about that problem so that you can build the best solution for that. A good problem to solve is usually when you have at least 5 people who truly have that problem. And this is what I mean by truly. Usually, you will have 2 different types of people. You will have the people who say that they have the problem, but they don't actually have it. For example, they will say something like, yeah, I could use a solution like that, but they will take time to reply. You won't feel like they have that problem. You know, they won't have this patience. And usually you can fill it with words. It means that for these people and for the other businesses that I built that are making $50,000 per month, you could feel it, because the people will actually reply quickly, and they will usually be passionate about it. You know, they will explain the situation, their own situation, and how bad the problem was or what solution they found. And this is usually what happens when people actually have the problems, because they feel like they feel like someone understands them. You know, they feel like someone actually added words on the problem, and so they will be passionate about it. So this is something that you can do, and obviously at least 5 people willing to use a tool to solve it. Because sometimes they have the problem, but they're like, nah, I'm good with what I have already. So this is something in the conversations that you should ask. Like, is it something that you would use? Is it something that you would pay for? And this is how you can see if people have that need and if you can build something for them. And so this is actually the difference between people who succeed and those who don't. Usually, if you go after SaaS businesses and you check how they started, you will notice that they either found someone with that problem, or they had the problem themselves. But usually, what SaaS founders who fail will do is that they will think about different type of people, not even themselves, but different type of people. They will say, oh, this idea could be great. I could build an app to do this and stuff. But they don't know anything. They don't know these people. They don't know the needs. They just thought about some ideas that could be great. The problem is that they are not in their head. They don't know anything. And that's why they spend time building the business and then they figure out no one wants it. And so this is exactly the difference between the people who succeed and those who don't. I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed, please like it, subscribe, and enable the notifications so you can get my next video, because I'll be making a lot of videos on this channel. So yeah, subscribe. It's free and it will help me a lot. See you in the next one.